Hi, this is Dawn. I wanted to do a reading today regarding the healing energies of Chiron that are involved in this April 8th solar eclipse. And I'm going to do a general read to start with for everyone. And then I wanted to break down into each sign by pulling some oracle cards. And I think that we'll find this very helpful because I think we're overlooking all that healing potential. And Chiron is exactly conjunct this eclipse, and it's moving right across the United States. So it's going to affect everybody here, whether you're in the total eclipse areas or not. So I'm a little outside those myself, but that's okay, because I'm sure I'm going to get the energy. So starting with what's on the underside of the deck. Thus one journeys to the stars. Healing energy. Oh, yes. You cannot pour from an empty cup. An ancestor. Well, that's a pretty good start. I think that that this is telling us right away that we do have to take care of self-care, that we are going to have the help of ancestors. I am certain of it for that healing. And I think we're going to be doing some ancestral healing. This is especially coming out for me. And look at the moon in both of those, right? So I think this is going to be very beneficial energy for everyone. So let's get started. We have a volunteer, Queen of Swords. So I'm going to set that aside. The Queen of Swords is a very independent person. It would be Aquarius energy, which is definitely where Pluto is at. So let's take a look. One more. Now, this is a reading for everyone, and then I will break it down by sign after I finish this reading. Healing energies of Chiron for everyone. Healing energies. Okay. Done. You're done being shuffled. Six of Wands on the underside of the deck. Recognition. Recognition. I think that is something that everybody kind of wants, is for people to really understand their value. And people don't get recognized for what they contribute. So this is the Ace of Wands at the very top of the deck. That idea, that spark. Healing energy, yes. Temperance. Patience, time, and Archangel Michael is going to bring in alchemy. So we are definitely protected by angels, and we have Archangel Michael on the job. So I think that I'm really excited about what's going to come out in this reading, because I'm feeling a lot of energy right now. The Fool. We get the chance for a do-over, right? This is what this is about. This is about healing what we need to heal, and then we get a do-over. That is just amazing energy. Knight of Pentacles. The slowest moving of the knights, but he's still moving forward. And what he is about is being very thorough with what he gets started. You know, taking his time and making sure that it's done the right way. Center of your reading. Two of Pentacles. What decisions may you be juggling? Twos are about decisions, but I really think that with the decision that you might need to make, you kind of can see both sides of it. It's not like the Two of Swords, where you don't know what the answer, you don't know what's going to come with either decision. With this one, you kind of know. You kind of know that if I choose this, I get this. If I choose the other, a different result, right? But this is under Archangel Michael. So I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised. Seven of Wands. Now, for me, this is definitely about being in that bubble of protection, where everybody's energy out there can get a little intense, and you just don't need to have that constantly invading your space. So sometimes it's nice to set up with intention in a personal space. And a lot of that can be done with just setting that intention and creating a bubble with the help of Archangel Michael, or using crystals in that same way, where you expand the energy of the crystal to include your whole self, so that when you're out at the grocery store or, taking a walk, that you have only positive energy being let in. Okay, what else? Ten of Pentacles, finding your tribe. To me, you have everything that you need. You have the people that have your back, and the people you have their back. Trust. Wish granted. 9 of Cups. Love this reading. Love this reading. So, what healing can you have happen that is just going to release you into such joy? Such joy that sometimes that is what the law of attraction is going to it helps provide that. It's like you're on such a high, and your response is, how, I don't know how things could get any better than this. This is a dream come true. And the universe says, watch me. It can get better. And it can get better because you can't even imagine how much better it's going to be. Last card, 9 of Pentacles. Someone who has everything that they need, is an independent person. You don't see like the 4 of Pentacles here, where they're in stuck energy. She's very open. She's very living in the moment. She harvests things when they're ready. You know, not having that constant worry. When things are ready, they'll come to you, and you should believe that. So what I want to do now is, I've been feeling called to use the Love of Dragons. It's an oracle card deck, and I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to read the message, because I just did a series of things called dragon messages, and your dragon chooses you. But I really feel like for everyone, we can get the message of the dragon again. And then there's 2 other oracle decks that I picked out, that I kind of was led to pick out for this. And it was like, oh, should I use tarot cards? Nope. Have to use oracle cards. So that's the joy of being able to use both tarot and oracle cards in the readings. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with Aries. Aries. And we're going to go well, I need to instruct my cards here. So we're going to go one right after the other, without any shuffling in between. So get yourself in order the way you want to now. Let me know when you're ready. First one's ready. There we go. Okay. The Giver. The Giver. This is your card, Aries. Set, go. We are all givers and receivers, designed to take part in the grand reciprocity on the wheel of life. And this moment on the wheel has turned toward giving. What are you willing to offer in this moment? What can you give away that is an offering from your fullness rather than a sacrifice from your emptiness? This is an act of conscious giving, to have filled up your own cup of belonging and empowerment, so that in your overflow, you have much to offer, be it wisdom, kindness, support, or a material item. Now is the time to give from your cup of plenty. Look at that. All right, and the 2 other oracle cards that I'm going to draw. This is Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler. And this is energy of Aries, and we're going to go all in a row with all of these. So once it tells me it's ready, get yourself in order. Okay, top the deck. Aries, you are exactly where you need to be. And if you're in a place, I would think that is absolutely true, because it feels like to me that you're in unknown territory, but you're exactly where you need to be. And where you're going to be in this unknown territory, you're also going to be getting abundance, because you have enough that you're going to be able to share with other people and with your tribe. Beautiful reading. Love this. Love this. Okay. Beautiful uncaging. Open up that heart chakra. This is your healing. You have so much to give. You have so much going out there. And I think that you really need to just be in that space and enjoy it. So let me pick the next card for Taurus. The shadow. Okay. Ah, here it is. The shadow. I love that. If you carry a big light, you're going to cast a large shadow, and you must own both. Endeavor in this moment to understand that shadow elements are at work. Be diligent not to project onto others your own fears, inadequacies, or resentments. This is your opportunity not to abandon any part of yourself, including your own darkness. Own all of it. Take responsibility for your shadows and the limitations you've put on yourself. Accountability is part of true power, as any dragon knows. And then from the other deck, expand your horizons, vast vistas. Taurus likes to remain in one place, but I think you can be in one place and still expand your horizons. I think that's a great message for you, because everybody thinks, Taurus is such fixed energy, but it's such a loving energy. And I think you can open up your heart space for others and really create a sense of tribe wherever you're at. Final card is a spirit of gratitude. Great. Okay. Next, we are going to draw a dragon card for Gemini. The Confidant. Number 27, the Confidant. There are times to hold your deepest truth within your molten core. And then there are times like these when you need to express yourself in a safe, protected environment. Seek your trusted allies. Share and let yourself be witnessed and received, whether that is with chosen family, friends, a beloved mentor, or your invisible enemies. Also invisible allies. Some of your greatest protectors are in the realm of the unseen. Confide your truth and express your heart to experience the belonging you are so worthy of. The Confidant. Now, Gemini talks to a lot of people. I'm a Gemini rising. And when you come across your tribe and you're able to discuss fully and openly all the things that interest you and all of the little quirks and eccentricities that you have, and they're like, oh, this person's really cool, it's so freeing to be in a group where you can feel that you're truly yourself. So this is the Confidant. I think every Gemini needs to have that special person that they know they can go to and just have that personal one-to-one time with, even though they're a master of being in multiple conversations, usually at the same time. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. Now, don't forget, we're talking about Chiron healing energies. So I think this is the Phoenix. I think sometimes we can go through a lot of personal issues and problems, but that is what Chiron is going to help us heal. And it's going to do it that way by making us clean out the wound. Great and full. Celebration. And when I looked at this, this reminds me of the Three of Cups energy, where you're with your tribe, you're with your besties, you are relaxing and dancing, enjoying each other and having fun and drinking wine or fizzy water, doesn't matter. It's that whole spirit of being in that moment with people that are your tribe. This is so much about finding your tribe and knowing that you're safe. All right, what is for Cancer? The fairy taleist, 34, which is a 7 card, which is what, see, Cancer is the 7th one. I know this because I'm a Cancer sun. The fairy taleist. Einstein once said, if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Now is the time to let yourself sink into the wonder and imagination of a good tale. Also, it's time to remember that your life is a fairy tale. As a myth maker, it's your job to remember that impossible things happen every day, and that once upon a time is really here and now. That's power in your true life fairy tale. Live your tale today so magically that even the dragons have a hard time believing it's true. And books and stories and reading. That is so me. That is so me. So, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. You can make your fairy tale and any way that you want. And I really think, even though people are sort of afraid of this upcoming eclipse, do I think that on the mundane level, like worldwide, there's going to be issues? Yes, but there always are. What I do think is also true is that people that are at a higher vibration, which is what we are, quieting the mind. We can have a different ending to our stories. And this is true not just of Cancer, but for everyone. We can have a different ending of our stories than what other people have. This whole reading has been very much about that happening. Being with your tribe, being able to communicate, being recognized, filling up your cup, all of those things, all of those things. Okay, we're going to go to Leo. Card for Leo, the compassionate. Leo's big heart. That's the first thing I thought about. Leo has the biggest heart. Dragons have scales to protect their molten core. You can think of their warmth as compassion and their scales as accountability. Between those two opposing forces, you access your power. Compassionate awareness is being called for you in this moment, but not without accountability. Do you need to hold yourself or someone else accountable right now? What needs to be called out, owned, embodied? Compassion keeps you warm and approachable, but it's accountability that keeps you fierce, protected, and holds your boundaries sacred. Use both in this situation. So, Leo the lion, big heart, but you do need to have boundaries so that people don't take advantage, and they have to have their own accountability. You know, they can't just be in a receiving mode. You have to be willing to give. So I think that is something that Leos need to be aware of. I think a lot of people that watch these channels are so empathic and they're such givers that we're just getting our cups emptied out, and we're going to run out of energy. So we need to protect ourselves, and we can still give, but we can have boundaries like, now it's time for me to take care of myself. Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. Indeed, it does. Willing to give, willing to be compassionate. And that is such great healing energy. The Oracle's gift. Something very magical here, Leo. Very, find those, just find the right boundaries and figure out where those boundaries need to be. And you can have such a beautiful give and take of energy. And in your tribe, that should be what it's about. You can be with people that, that if you give, that you're going to be getting back. And you don't have to keep score. There's no keeping score. So, Virgo, the storyteller. Now, I want to say that people, the Virgo energy is very much about details. And I will tell you, I have a Virgo sun who is a brilliant storyteller, because Virgo is also ruled by Mercury, which is very much about communication and storytelling. And they have the best stories and the greatest details. Stories have power. They can shape worlds, both interior and exterior. Today, be mindful of the ones you're telling yourself and the ones you're listening to from others. Are they uplifting, encouraging, and equal to the wingspan of your potential? Or are they diminishing, debilitating, drowning in the depths of not enoughness? Listen only to the stories that are worthy of you and reflect your magnificent nature. The dragons demand that you settle for nothing less than that to live your legend. Very nice. Staying focused, hold the course. That focus. Even when you're in a story, you have a quest, right? And you need to hold your focus to accomplish your goal, because every story has a goal of one type or another. So staying focused. Great big love. And what would a story be without a love story in the middle of it? I think that this whole Virgo energy, and I also get a very strong Venus energy going through here as well, that you can have it all. You can have adventure, you can have love. It's your story. For everyone, this is your story. You can heal your past wounds, and you can move on, and you can have whatever story that you want, whatever fairy tale ending that you want. It is completely possible. All right, now we are going to Libra, the sovereign. This is very interesting energy, because Libra is usually about the community, the others. This is the sovereign, number 15 card. Dragons have an innate comprehension of integrity, solitude, and sovereignty. You'll never meet a dragon that doesn't understand it is inherently worthy. Take a page from their book. You have the right to want what you want, love who you want, go where you want, say yes to what you want, and no to what you don't want. You have the right to be mistress of your own power and director of your own experience. Follow your bliss. Answer first and foremost to your innermost self along that path. All dragons know that they are worthy. That is what Aries is trying to tell us, and that is what what Chiron wants us to know as well, for everyone. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And I still keep getting that thread of message going through that you have to fill up your own cup. You have to fill up your own cup before you're able to give or share with another. Tender embrace. Okay, Scorpio energy. The dragon's sword. Oh, Scorpio. That is so Scorpio, that sword. It truly is. Do not make a Scorpio angry. They will never forget. They're a water sign. Water remembers. Okay, the dragon sword. The sword of truth doesn't just cut with its blade. It also cuts with words. Consider your words carefully and then tell the truth. Dragons may be many things, but liars they are not. If you want to soar to your full potential and dominate your personal space with a wingspan of power, share your truth. It will set you and others free, even if it bites. I love that. Is there anything purer than truth? Your truth. Fogged in, go slow, take time. I think this is using that sword to cut through that fog, to find out what your truth is. Definitely. And again, smoke and mirrors. What is the truth? What is the truth? I think it's something that we can know when we hear it. We're trusting our intuition. We're learning to trust our intuition. If something doesn't quite ring completely true for you, you will feel it. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something that was said there that wasn't on the up and up. I'm a Cancer mom, so we learn that really early. Most moms do. We learn that really early. Doesn't sound completely true. Trust your instinct, because out there in this world going on now are a lot of people trying to fog everyone in, smoke and mirrors. You can't believe anything on a video anymore. You have to really trust your intuition. And if you have just a little whisper of doubt, know that you can probably trust that feeling. So from Scorpio, we go to Sag, the daydreamer. With butterflies. 18. The daydreamer. It's almost impossible to recapture the whimsy and wonder of childhood in this present world with all its demands. But dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. This moment is calling you to the innocence of daydreaming. Search the crowds for friend shapes. Watch the butterflies. Meander. Relax. Bask. This earth can hold the gravity of your dragon heart so that your spirit can soar weightless and free into the skies of possibility. Imagination and inspiration are calling you. Answer from the heart. I like that. It's the dragons are nothing if not friends of the impossible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And I think people need to recognize the proper definition of abundance. It's not about money. It's not about money. And I think it's unfortunate if people look at that as the measure. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Have you ever seen anything more joyful than a child playing? Living in the moment. They're living in the moment. So, what do you need to live in the moment? You really don't need money. I mean, if you're in the moment, what's money going to buy you? Are you outside with your feet in the grass, listening to the wind blow through the leaves near a creek where you can hear it running over some rocks? I'm fortunate enough to live like a stone's throw away from that. And it is priceless, priceless. Broken open. That heart space chakra, it's that connecting, and she's connecting to the higher self, being in the moment, knowing what has value. Okay, so from Sagittarius, we go to Capricorn. The adventurer, 33, which is, to me, a teacher number. The adventurer. Get ready, Cap. There's no holding you back. Now is the time to leap. Soar, explore, take the risk. Get lost in the right direction. Travel, whether along the inner realms of psyche or the outer realms of experience, for the sake of your heart's bliss. Whatever is calling you forward is real and is asking for your sense of curiosity and adventure. There's no predicting how things will turn out except this. When we adventure, we not only discover new horizons, but we develop new eyes with which to see our known world anew. So, what discovery can you make of the treasure that's out there right underneath your nose? Fun, Capricorn. Very fun. Watching clouds. Ooh, lie back, rest, and relax. Looking at the boats sail by, looking at the clouds go by, watching the different shapes that they take, reading a good book, having a nice cup of tea, living in the moment. These are things that can't be bought, and these are the things that will help heal your heart. The rose's kiss. Something that is just simple beauty. The glorious smell, even the prickly thorns. Just a maelstrom of sensations can you get from one rose. It's like an adventure in itself, isn't it? It's like, do we pick up the details of that when we look at a rose? What can it tell us? Now, Aquarius, freedom-loving spirit, the wish maker. When was the last time you let yourself make a wish? With open eyes and a clear view on reality, but also open heart and palms. Are you ready to receive your dream come true? Dragons don't hold back their desires, but we as humans often keep ourselves from wishing and hoping in order to avoid disappointment. Today is a day for wishing without holding back. Have a conversation with the moon. Make a wish on a falling star. Put a bright, shiny gift of hope under your pillow and dream with the dragons. Boy, I'm getting a couple interesting downloads with this. I think it's very true. We as humans often keep ourselves from wishing in order to avoid disappointment. Wish on a falling star. Guess what's happening during this eclipse? We are getting a comet. And what is a comet if not a falling star to wish on? I'm beginning to think that's very true. Very true. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Don't get this idea that this comet that's coming is a comet of doom. It's a wishing star. It is. It's a wishing star. It's crazy, but it's true. I don't think people are realizing that. Ears wide open. Be wide open. Your intuition will tell you what's true. Be wide open. Pisces. The tender. Sometimes looking into the eyes of a beloved helps us see ourselves more clearly. Our children, our pets, our most cherished beloveds tend to get our best affections, while we treat ourselves with less consideration and less worth. Your beloveds are a mirror for you. How will you stroke them, tend them, care and nurture and praise them? This is how you deserve to be treated too. It's in your best interest to be very tender with yourself, for you are unique in all the world. Like your child, your cat, your dog, your horse, your bird, your fish, your dragon. One-of-a-kind creations deserve the most gracious attention. You are a walking, talking, breathing miracle. Handle with care. So, gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Yes. I'm just like in love with this. You are a walking, talking, breathing miracle. And so are the people that you love. But you need to recognize that you have that same quality as the people that you really love, that you would do anything for. All right. Exposed and revealed. To me, this is looking at you and at me. What is our deepest pain that needs to be healed with this Chiron energy? We are magical beings. We can write our own story. You need to believe that because it is true. We have a wishing star that's coming across the sky during an eclipse. It is a wishing star. Take advantage of it. Thank you for watching this. This has been so amazing for me. I am so grateful that I took the time to listen from what my guides were saying, like, oh, you need to do it. You need to use these cards. So thank you. Thank you for that gift.